Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back. My name is Naresh Chetri and I am an assistant professor of cybersecurity at Linden University. Today in this video, we are going to talk the major differences between for and the while loop in Python. Although the for and while loop is used in many programming languages other than Python, and it is good to know how they are majorly differentiated in this programming language. So I have an example over here. We will go over the exact implementation after this PPT. So the example, the left side is using the for loop and the right side we are using the while loop for the same output or for generating the same thing. So the first difference is that the for loop is used only when we know the number of iterations. For example, the number of iteration here in our case, we are using a list and it's going up to the 5 iteration. But in case if we don't know the how long is the list, you can always try using the len function to calculate the length of the list. So you can use len and the name of the list, calculate the length. But on the contrary, while loop is used when we did not know how many iterations are there. So we did not know, although the condition is here, we don't know how up to when it will be going. So in that case, we use the while loop. The syntax is very simple. For value, so value means whatever we want to print. For x in the range, so range we have given the list for that range, the square, and then the statement is we are trying to print that value. Whereas while loop syntax is a little different, that comes with the while and the condition. And always remember, you have the colon on the both loop, and then we will go through the statement. So for loop iterates infinite time if there is no condition. So if there is no condition, or we normally say as a condition for this over here, because we have already set our square as a list of 5 values. So if there is no condition, it iterates infinite time. Okay, so it iterates the infinite time. But in case of while loop, if the condition is missing, so if we don't have the condition of this condition, it shows an error or it shows a syntax error. It means the condition is must in case of the while loop. Okay, otherwise we will be generating a syntax error. The fourth one is for loop has an iteration always written at the top. So always at the top in case of for loop, but when we have a while loop, we can have store the statement anywhere between the loop body. So this one is the anywhere, we can store it between the loop body in case of while loop, but in case of for loop, it should be at the top. And the last one, for loop never enter in a loop if initialization condition is false. So if the initial condition is false, for the first time, it never enter in the loop. So it won't come in this loop part. But in case of while loop, if the condition is true, the loop is iterated. So this condition must be true in case to go inside the body and it get iterated. Okay, so this was the major differences, and in this way there is also one major difference, that for loop is always considered faster than the while loop. Depending upon its disassembly and the working, for loop is considered faster than as compared to the while loop. So let us go and look over the program, and it will make you more clear for the working of for and while loop. Yeah. So it's said in the PPT, we have a program. I mean the same program that we are trying to generate the squares and using the for loop to print the first 5 square values, and we have the while loop to print the 5 square values. So you can run the program And you can see the output, the for loop, the same value, and the while loop, the same value. So the only thing I want to share over here is that if we don't have a condition in the while loop, it was say we will generate a syntax error. So it means this, the condition for the while loop is must. Otherwise, it's a line number 13, it's generating a syntax error. Okay, so let me put the condition back from equal to less than or equal to 5 so that we get the square values up to 25. So here you go. So I hope it helps, and thank you for watching.